Taoiseach. I'd like to take a few moments to say what a great honour it is for us to have on Taoiseach visiting Canada for the first time. First time we've had a Taoiseach visit Ireland Park. And of course on an occasion like this, we go to great lengths to create Irish authenticity. And for the Taoiseach who hails from County Mayo, where it rains for 260 days of the year, we wanted to really make him feel at home.
I think it's absolutely fitting that we should be here on a day when this rain comes down, because there was no sunshine in their lives. There was no sunshine. And those people who were forced to leave and required to leave because they had nothing arrived here with the generosity of the Canadian people to attempt to eke out an existence and make a new life in a new country. And I thanked your Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, yesterday for that, because Canada opened its hearts and opened its homes to the people of Ireland and the immigrants from my country. We don't forget that.
The story of Ireland Park is a story that demands to be told. It is a story that must never be forgotten. It is a story of how one city faced up to and dealt with a cataclysmic humanitarian crisis unfolding in real time on its front doorstep. In the summer of 1847 alone, 38,000 Irish famine migrants poured into this city of then just 20,000 inhabitants. Extrapolating from that ratio today, this would be the equivalent of more than 5 million refugees arriving in the direst of conditions in need of emergency assistance on this very quayside during the course of just one summer. Already here we have this wonderful art installation, the sculptures of 5 famine migrants by the artist Rowan Gillespie. In a sister installation by the banks of the River Liffey in Dublin, there are 6 migrants. Symbolically, one didn't survive the crossing. Of course, we know that many didn't survive the crossing in what came to be known as the coffin ships.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be with you here this afternoon, and thank you for each of you that have taken a few hours out of your own day to be here on what I think is an amazing celebration. I'd like to thank the organizers for inviting me, because it really is, I think, a monument to the great work you're doing to help us remember what is a very tragic but a very important time in Toronto's history. The story of the Irish immigrants, however, isn't just a Toronto story. I think it serves to illustrate and define our values as Ontarians and as Canadians. Every day we open wide our doors to those who seek a better life, whether it's people from Ireland, China, Vietnam, perhaps even Syria. We have a proud history in this community of welcoming those who seek a better life. And I really believe that this monument and these sculptures truly characterize what it means to call this great land home, and what Canada and Ontario mean to the thousands who seek to join us here each and every year.
First of all, just wanted to start by really thanking Robert Kearns for his words this morning. And I'm delighted to have the privilege of breaking ground today on what I know is going to be a notable memorial for the people of Toronto and for Canada, and also for those of us in Ireland. This memorial will be a fitting tribute to the generous and courageous response of the medical community in Toronto, which came to the aid of those in the fever sheds. Many fell victim to the disease themselves, and some pay the ultimate sacrifice. And I think we should look to the sacrifices made by George Grissett and the first responders in Toronto for inspiration. Their values of compassion and tolerance and openness have helped to define and shape modern Canada and Canadian values, and their values in Ireland that we share and will continue to espouse and protect. Thank you very much. Gil Malga Galer.